Good evening, kids. How are you? Right, I hope you enjoyed your sleepover last night. Although Mummy told me about what happened, that you trying to extend it. Not good. Not good. Anyway, it's a little bit late now, so I'm going to read you guys a bedtime story. And because you're in Ireland, and because, right, I know you like hurling, today we're going to tell you the story of how Setanta became Cuchulainn. Long ago, thousands of years ago, there was a little boy called Setanta. His uncle Conor MacNessa was the king of Ulster. The king lived in a great fort at a place called Avonvoca, which is very close to Armagh, which we will be going to when I come over on holidays. Conor MacNessa had a troop of boys under his care, which were called the Mochra. The king made a playing field for them near his own fort. Here the boys were training, and they learned how to run, how to play at war, and how to play with their soldiers, and they also learned how to play hurling. If the boys were good enough, they would become a warrior in Conor's legendary army, the Red Branch Knights. Setanta lived with his mother near Dundalgan, which is now called Dundalk. Setanta longed, really wanted to join the Mochra, but his mother thought he was way too young. He begged her day after day until she gave in to him. Setanta set out for the king's fort. It was a really long journey, but Setanta had his hurley and his schlitter, which, as you guys know, is the ball that you hit with the hurley to play with. He would hit the ball, he would run after it, and then he would pick it up. When Setanta reached the fort, he saw that the Mochra were playing a game of hurling. He ran in among the boys and caught the ball. The other boys were furious that this little boy had joined their game without their permission. They attacked Setanta from all sides and they threw their spears at him. Setanta caught the spears with his shield. He fought off the boys really bravely. The noise disturbed the king, who was playing chess, and he went to see what was happening. The king got very angry. Setanta yelled, "I am your nephew. I have come from Dundalk, and I have come to join the Mochra." The king admired Setanta's bravery and welcomed him. Setanta loved life in the Mochra, and time went so quickly. There was a blacksmith in Ulster named Cuchulainn, who made swords and spears for Conor MacNessa and all of his warriors. One day, Cuchulainn invited the king and his knights, including Setanta, to a feast in his fort. When King Conor was setting out for Cuchulainn's fort, Setanta was playing a game of hurling. He told the king that he would follow on as soon as the game was finished. Before the feast began, Cuchulainn asked if everybody was in. For if everybody was, he would release his fiercest hound, who would guard the fort. "We're all here," said the king, forgetting that Setanta was coming. Because he thought everybody was in, Cuchulainn let loose his biggest hound. As soon as the game was over, Setanta set out for the feast. As soon as he came near Cuchulainn's fort, he heard the deep growls of a wolfhound. Suddenly, the largest dog he'd ever seen leapt forward and attacked him. Setanta had no weapons but his hurley and his schlitter. But with all his strength, he hurled his schlitter down the hound's throat. He killed the fiercest dog. Inside the fort, they heard the noise. Conor jumped to his feet and cried out, "We have forgotten that Setanta is coming!" "Oh no!" Conor and the Red Branch Knights rushed out, expecting to find a little boy torn to smithereens by the biggest wolfhound. Connor was amazed and delighted to see Cullen's great hound laying dead at Satanta's feet. The warriors shouted with joy. Only one man was very sad. It was Cullen. He had lost the wolfhound he loved so much and who used to guard his house faithfully every night for years. Satanta saw that Cullen was very sad, and he went and he said to him, I will be your watchdog from now on. I will protect your fort and make sure that you and your family are safe. Cullen agreed. From that day, Satanta was called Cú Chulainn, which means the great hound belonging to the man called Cullen. Cú Chulainn went on later to become one of the greatest warriors ever known. The end. So guys, that's the story of Cú Chulainn. Tomorrow we'll come up with another story about the Tuatha Dé Danann. So look guys, get some rest, get some sleep. I love you all. See you all later.